is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. So Baylor's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. The run inside. It's Montgomery. There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a 1st down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Montgomery. Got a little grass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Iamaleava. Rushes on. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's got 42 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throwing, Iamaleava. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his target. Inside the 35. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Second and long here. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here comes the heat. Being chased. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava snags it. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Using his legs, it's Turner. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. He's out past the 35. He's loose on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He now has 56 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Lagway. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Hits inside, it's Turner. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Maybe some room, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Quick give. It's Montgomery. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Iamaleava can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing, Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Gators. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeps it moving. It's Turner. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Throwing, Lagway. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't get him to the ground. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Under pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Turning it on. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Lagway wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Straight ahead, it's Beal. There's some room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Between the hashes, it's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Florida! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points. good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him. At the 17-yard line on the return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
snags it, and there's running room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick handoff. See some running room. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown Bears! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Iamaleava. And his throw is incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Iamaleava. Rush right in his face. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Lagway to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The running back has it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. 3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Finds his man. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on 4th.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Looking for the marker. There he goes. The tap. Touchdown, Bears! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the throw. They're all over him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Caught at the 45 on his way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Wilson. The clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. Breaks into the open. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Right back to the well. He's got the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Beal. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 5 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Missouri in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's got enough. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. From the 30-yard line on first down. Making the adjustment on the play. The run inside. It's Sanford. He's past the sticks. Here's a little room there. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Driving forward, it's Morris. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Running inside, it's Beal. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Iamaleava fires quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays, And when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going on the ground and get me first downs, I'm going to continue to feature them. If I'm the orange, if I'm the blue, it's not hard. Find that guy, give him the ball.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Man, how nice is it to have that kind of a weapon? On third down, I can throw it short of the sticks, and the big fella can catch the football, break a tackle, get upfield, be big and strong, and convert that third down.
Release to the back. Hauls it in. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Montgomery. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hits inside. It's Sanford there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway makes the grab.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Look out! Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field, making the adjustment. Lagway rushes on, trying to buy time. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success. And they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tight end now in motion. Out wide right, it's Smith. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The give. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Throwing, Imaliava. Out wide left, it's Mays. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Imaliava. Right side, it's Abrams. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that.
1st down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in the situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Left side, it's Brown. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Quick catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
4th down, Iamaleava. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. This is a tough one, a 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. The give on the counter. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.